Okay, so why do I like the M&P 9 shield for my everyday carry? Well, the build quality on this particular pistol, the design is good, build quality is excellent. The features that I like about it for the concealed carry, of course, one is the thickness. Just it's a single stack, very thin profile, so it fits nicely if you want to carry it inside the waistband. I like the trigger on it. It's got a nice crisp clean break, and just the feel of the gun in my hand, it feels more substantial than a lot of the smaller compact 9mm. And one thing that I like about it is I do insist, for me, that I do have a thumb safety on here. But this one you can actually actuate the slide with the thumb safety on. So even if the safety is on, like it is right now, the slide still functions. It's a trigger lock, so it can't fire with the safety on. But you can still actuate the slide. So the reason that's important, every now and then a situation occurs, of course, anywhere from you're getting ready to clean, you're on the range, or you're going to show the gun to a friend or whatever. In order to clear the firearm, of course, you drop the safety, or you drop the magazine out of it. You can leave the safety on and clear the firearm. And with some of them, when they have the safety where you can't actuate the slide, you have to actually release the safety in order to clear the firearm. And I don't like doing that. I like that added dead switch, whatever you want to call it. I know that if the safety's on, the firearm is not going to fire. So I like being able to actuate the slide with the safety still engaged. And the 7+1, so you've got 8 rounds. There is another magazine. I prefer the magazine without the extension on the bottom, simply because I'm carrying it concealed. 8 rounds is what you get, 7+1. And again, even when you're loading the firearm, it's all ready to go. The safety is engaged. You can simply cycle the slide. Now there's one in the chamber. There's no pop-up indicator or anything you can see in there, okay, to see if it's loaded. But there is nothing on top to get snagged there, and then you can drop the magazine and pop it off to get your full 8+1. And you're ready to go. There's a lot of flap over whether to have a magazine safety or not. I actually prefer not to have a magazine disconnect. When the magazine is out, it's been dropped, there is a round in the chamber, the gun will still fire. I actually prefer that. I don't prefer to have a magazine disconnect. I'm aware of it. I anticipate all guns will be that way. And something that I advise is, if you get used to a particular type of gun, like I would never advise someone who's trained military or trained police, who have carried a Glock their entire career with no thumb safety, to suddenly go to a concealed firearm with a thumb safety and start using that. The release of the safety is automatic for me when I draw. It's habitual muscle memory. I release that safety. Even if I fire a gun that does not have a safety on it, when I draw it, I'm wiping that thumb safety that's not even there, because it's a habit. Well, if you've been around Glock, which doesn't have a thumb safety, or some other firearm without a thumb safety, and you're used to training and you don't have that muscle memory, you don't want to pick up a firearm with a thumb safety and start carrying it with the safety, because in a panic situation you're going to draw and you're not going to release the safety. For me, in a panic situation, you pull, and I've never had to engage anyone to the point of firing, but I have had to draw my firearm before in the past, and the safety release was not an issue. I don't remember releasing the safety, but the safety was released. It's just a muscle memory. It's very automatic. The accuracy and repeatability is good. When the firearm cycles, it feels solid. There's never a moment where it feels just loose or weak. It's really, since it's been run in, this one's had over 1,000 rounds through it. Again, I won't carry until it has 500 rounds through it reliably. And it's not working itself loose. There's no excessive wearing going on in the firearm that I can find, when you take it down for cleaning. We can take it down real quick. Today it's probably had, I don't know, maybe 30, 40 rounds through it. It's still very clean. There's no excessive scratch marks. Just nothing is loosening up. Nothing is coming apart on it. 1,000 rounds is not an excessive number of rounds, but I have had some firearms that after the first 500 rounds you noticeably get just kind of a weakness or a loose feel to it, and this one has maintained a very solid feel. So this is my carry. It stays on me most times, and I've had a very, very good performance out of it, and I would rely on this particular firearm over some of the other ones that I've dealt with. Got to make some adjustments to that tree. I'll have to say this Tool Ammo Brass Max, it's been okay. It's been a few weak rounds come through it. Noticed in the 1911 and in the Shield, a few of them have come through a little light. Not quite hot enough to properly cycle. And you can notice it too when you fire those. It just feels, doesn't feel quite as powerful. Overall, for the price, plus considering availability and everything at the time, I can't say that I'm unhappy with it. It wouldn't be my preferred practice ammo, but it seems to do okay. I'd give it maybe a grade of a B or 3.5 out of 5 stars, however you want to do it. It's decent. Really like this gun. I really, really do. For its size, the ease of shooting it accurately for its size. I mean, I've got a Ruger LC9, and it's a neat little gun. It's a double action only trigger. From the time you start pulling to the time it breaks, you can go get lunch and come back. But you know, for a concealed carry, the LC9's not bad. I just didn't enjoy shooting it. As a concealed carry, it was fine. I like the double action trigger. It's got like a revolver trigger or something on it. But I just didn't enjoy shooting it. And if I was going to have a gun, I wanted something that I could enjoy shooting on the range. And the 9 Shield, quite honestly, I enjoy shooting. It has a good feel to it. It has a larger gun feel to it, even though it's smaller. And it just does really, really well. It is just very easy to hit your target with this. Nice clean trigger, nice solid break right at the end of the pull. And does better. I don't have huge hands, but my hands are you know, probably average, I guess. And it fits well. It fits well. There's one thing I don't like is you get a firearm that's got a real small grip, and I feel like you're just wrapping your hand around it in order to shoot it. Like the little 380s, I don't enjoy the size of those quite so much. But I really do like the 9 Shield. If I haven't mentioned that, I'll say it again. I like the M&P 9 Shield very much. I'm going to have to take it back and clean it now. And I don't mind cleaning it. Takedown's real easy. It's easy to clean. You can see I did a little bit of customizing here to it. The 9mm on top of the barrel, that's just sight paint. The one issue that I did have with it is some of the sight paint fell out, so I just got one of those little tubes of sight paint and I accented the etchings or engravings on here. Don't know why, kind of just, yeah, makes it stands out. It's kind of neat looking. Can end on a miss. That's not good. I get to shooting, get a little excited. Just really, you know, want to go full auto on it. But we'll try something a little bit fun here. Certainly hard to be accurate firing that fast, but
you just wanted to show off.
Within the circle of wouldn't want to be standing there. Thumbs are getting a little tired now of loading. I'll try not to forget that reloader next time. comment, rate, and my dad is the best dad in the world. And subscribe. Subscribe.